What's going on, YouTube? Joe here in the workshop. It is a Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. I trust by now many of you have watched Jayson Dagner's latest video, a From the Heart video, and I thought what I would do is give my video response to what he said. And I'll do that in just a second. I'll give you a chance. If you have not watched his video yet, go to Dagner Performance. He's on that. He did that on that channel, and watch that video. It's about 50 minutes, I think, something like that. 47 minutes, a little over 47 minutes. But I've never heard a young man speak from the heart quite like that in a long time. So go watch that, and then come back to mine. In the meantime, before I go any further, by the way, I'm smoking a Missouri Meerschaum Cobb today. And I wanted to thank Mr. John Keller, who sent me a note and a little gift here in his pouch, nice pouch. And in it is a tamper with my logo on it. That's copyright infringement there, John. Just kidding. Oh my goodness, people get too sensitive about that stuff anyway. Yeah, nice little tamper. It's in the form of a key. I thought that was really cool. What a great thing. And on the back, you know, is John's logo, and on this side's my logo. Real cool. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. You need to go check him out on Instagram. He's at, right there, at JWK2366. You can see some of the tampers he does. This is out of bone, by the way. So that's really cool. Whose bone? John's bone? I don't know. I don't. John, thank you for that tamper. I really appreciate that. It's like too good to use, you know. But at any rate, okay, if you're back now from watching Jason's video, or if you've already had a chance to watch it, first of all, Jason, I want to say thank you for speaking from your heart and taking a load off your mind. That was good. That was good stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm at the bottom of the bowl of this right here because I was smoking it while I was watching his video. I think maybe there's a little bit left. Jason was reflecting on the pipe community, and I could do the same thing myself. I have said over and over again that the YouTube pipe community, which I now expand out just to call it the social media pipe community, because it encompasses so much more now than just YouTube. It's Instagram, it's Twitter, it's Facebook, it's Periscope now. But the original YouTube pipe community back in 2011, 2012 is the community that supported my pipe business. Now, granted, I started, I made my first pipe on, not a dare, but it was kind of like somebody who said, you ought to, the guy at Uptowns, Mark at Uptowns, the guy who is the, Mark Brissy, who is the guru of pipes there, knew I'd been a woodworker for pretty much all my life, and he said, you ought to make your own pipe. And it started from there. I've told you that story over and over again, and I don't want to get into that, but here I am today in full-time business doing it. But right after that was when a guy by the name of Jayson Dagner contacted me right after I made, the first couple of pipes. And he said, hey, I've got some ideas up here, and maybe can I send you a drawing and you make a pipe? And the very first one was the original Sleepy Hollow pipe. It's kind of changed a little bit over the years, but I remember him doing, and you could probably go back on his channel. I think it's on the Dagner Performance channel. You can, if it's still there, you can go way back to Halloween of is it 2012, 2011 or 2012, one or the other, and see how he did the Yabo video in like in a graveyard or something. It was kind of cool, really cool as a matter of fact. And then he had me to make some others, and one of them, the Dagner Slayer Poker. Needless to say, those guys pretty much put me on the map in the YouTube pipe community, and from there the sales went as they did. And of course they exploded to the point where I was so far behind that it almost cost me the business, to be honest with you. Not really, but I felt that way. And thank the good Lord above, I've cleaned that up, and I don't have that 6, 8, 12 month wait that I used to have, which is cool. And now I do things. I've got tobaccopipes.com that sell my pipes, and still take custom orders or whatever, but I don't take them if they're going to get me past about 10 or 12 weeks. I just don't do that. I'll cut them off. But and it's like Jason said, I'll reiterate something he said, that you guys are responsible for that, and I full well understand that and know that, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that, just as Jason would thank you for that. A couple of things he said. One, about the relationship he has with his father, his dad, Jay. Wow Hogs. Touched me deeply because I lost my dad when I was 20. He was 43. And my gosh, there's so many times when I wanted to have his wisdom, just to sit down and say, "Hey Dad, what do you think about this?" And or, "Hey Dad, you want to smoke a pipe with me today?" or whatever. I think he would be over here a lot, hanging out, maybe even helping me, maybe even becoming, a Jay and Jason Dagner on YouTube. I don't know. But I certainly understand the emotions behind that, and I understand that Jason saying he full well understands how thankful he is to have that opportunity right now, and that is so cool. And I think about that quite often, Jason. I just want you to know that man, call it jealousy or envious or whatever, but I really wish I had that. I've had no really older guy in my life, to seek from. I've had to reach out and try to gain the wisdom and do everything on my own. I started work because my mom got sick, and that's one of the reasons why I think my dad died early. Not to blame it on my mom at all, but it's just that he worked so hard to try to pay the medical bills and everything that he died early. And I started work when I was 12 years old because my dad looked at me and said, "Joe, if you want extra things," and extra things weren't big, but he said, "If you want extra things, then you're going to need to go to work." And I went to work at age 12 and bust dishes and wound up being a cook in a restaurant, and then got a radio job when I was 15 and became a disc jockey. And next thing you know, I became a weather guy and moved to Nashville, and it was like a whirlwind. So, Jason, I can definitely understand how you feel about your dad and how you respect and love your dad. That shows every time. And when they're here, they come and stay with us. When they come to Nashville, and we see a side of Jason and Jay Dagner that you guys don't even see. And it's, I will tell you, it's amazing. Regarding the pipe show, I know Jason's heart, and I know what he says about, technically he's calling about the first show really being the one that was, it was really an unveiling of my pipes at Uptowns, and we invited people from the YouTube pipe community to come in, and they came in and surprised me, and we had several other guys to come in. I won't start naming names because I'll leave somebody out, but you know who you are, and you were there, and it was awesome. And from that, really, I think what he means is from that we kind of got the idea, or I had the idea to start the pipe show. This iteration of the Nashville Pipe Show, and I'll say I'm not bragging or anything, but it was my idea. I came up and I said, let's do this, and we did it the first year at Big Star Cigar and Uptown's, 2 separate days. And it was based on the YouTube pipe community, and there's no doubt about it. But I always had the vision of making it an even bigger pipe show. I kind of backed out a little bit the next year and turned it over to the brand new Southern Fried Pipe Club. They took it in a little bit different direction than what I had thought, and we tried it. We reorganized that and got back in control of it for this year. And here's my thought, and to answer Jason about the YouTube pipe meetup. My thought was, I would love to expose the YouTube pipe community and the social media pipe community to a lot of pipe makers and tobacco-related industry. In order to do that, we need to bring them in. We need to bring both parties in. And so you need to have a show, but I always wanted also to have the pipe meetup. And again, like Jason said, everybody gathering around because of this thing, the pipe. So that's why Friday night was real important to me. That's why I got Jason to sponsor that, because I know his heart was there too. And just wanted to let you know that as long as I'm involved, I will always try to keep that. It's kind of a 2-part thing. It is a YouTube, social media pipe community meetup and a pipe show. But it's a pipe show for you guys to be able to come and see all these pipes and things in one place. So that, and I think he understands that as he is reflecting. I talked to him right after he did the video, before he published it, and we discussed that, and I think he understands that. So that's why we try to do the 2-part thing, the Friday night being the big meetup. Everybody come and chill and get to know each other better and make new friends and renew old acquaintances and everything. And then the next day, we all get to go to the show. And I'm kind of like Jason. I'd love to hire somebody to work my table so I can, work the crowd better than just stand there behind the table. But, I'm not there yet. So then again, maybe I will next year. So we look forward to next year, again, being a 2-part, being the meetup and being the pipe show, but it's all under the Nashville Pipe Show umbrella. The other things Jason said about, man, if it weren't for them, I'm sure there are a lot of people who wouldn't even be smoking a pipe or even be on YouTube. And probably hardly a week goes by that I don't have somebody say, hey, I was watching Jayson Dagner's videos and he talked about you, and I checked yours out, and man, I'm ordering a pipe. And it's cool. I still get that off there, and I'm so thankful that they continued, even though they've got into the pipe business, they allow me to use the name Dagner Slayer Poker and the Dagner Scooter Poker and everything like that. So I owe a lot to Jay and Jayson Dagner, and Elaine too. Thank you guys. Thank you, Jason, for speaking from the bottom of your heart. It was a very heartfelt video, and he and I are as different as night and day in some ways, but we're alike in others. I might not use as colorful a language as Jason does, but hey, that's him. That's every right to do so. And there are a lot of people who probably don't even like me because I don't, but that's fine. And maybe some people probably don't like me because I say God bless you at the end of my videos. That's fine. It's like Jason said, we're all individuals. Some people we're not going to have everybody like us, and if they don't and want to say stuff or whatever, it's block and delete. I like that. All right, that's it from me. That's what I wanted to say. I may have more to say in other ones, but thank you again, Jason, for that great video. God bless you all, and we'll catch you next time.